Great. Hey Panthers, my name is Holly. I am one of the graduate assistants at the counseling department. And so for today's Take Care of Yourself Tuesday, we are going to be making a paper garland. So for those of you who have never made one of these before, it's very simple. It's paper that you kind of convert into these little ring shapes. And then once you connect enough of them, right, you can have this big long garland that you can place really wherever you want. It's just kind of a nice festive decoration. There's a lot of holidays happening this time of the year, but it's also can be a nice mindful activity. So I've kind of found that these just very simple but repetitive tasks can just be very soothing, very calming, especially in this often stressful time of year. So you don't need a lot for this activity. Really all you need is some form of paper. You can do whatever you want. I'm actually going to be using an old catalog because I'm trying to be a little more sustainable, and this seemed like a fun way to use it, but also because it's like multicolored, and so that it's a little bit kind of fun. If you have construction paper, that works great too. Computer paper, you can color, you can create your own designs, whatever you want to use. You're also probably going to need some scissors and then something to connect the loop. So you can use tape. I'm going to use a stapler. So that's what we're going to do today. So I've already gone ahead and made two just to get it going. But what you can do is just cut some strips, whatever length you want. So obviously, the bigger the strip, the bigger the loop. So these are, I don't know, maybe 8-ish inches that I've already pre-cut. And so I'm just going to take them through, loop, and then just overlap a little bit and staple. Now I have 3. So yeah, so this really does remind me of some like even elementary school kind of crafts. So if you have family at home, this might even be just a way to kind of entertain your younger siblings or cousins or maybe whoever's staying with you in your family. But again, it's just, there is something calm about it. And even as you're kind of cutting and stapling and those things, you can read the words, noticing the colors, and just thinking through kind of how long you want it. And it goes by pretty fast, but you can make as many as you want. You can make them as long as you want. Just keep going. You can use them as decorations. This one's pretty cool. It's got like this pattern. I'm not exactly sure what this was, but I really like this color in here, these shapes that are repetitive. So I think I'm gonna make sure that part is on the outside so you can see it. Just things to notice as you are using this. So here is my catalog I've been cutting up, and because it's around Christmas time, these are kind of Christmas colors, but again, this doesn't have to be a Christmas craft. It can be kind of whatever you want. So I'm just kind of using the width of this catalog as my guide for how long I want my loops to be. That seemed to work out pretty well. And then I just can cut it down the seam, and there I've got some more strips. So you can make yours whatever you want it to be. I like how this says every moment. I think that's kind of fun. So I think we'll start on this end now. So there are definitely old, like traditional crafts from different cultures that are very just repetitive and cyclical, and that's kind of reminiscent in these as well, where some people used them just as ways to like think, to meditate, to pray. So as you are doing these little loops and making your garland, that might be something that you also want to think about, is for each loop, what is some kind of meditation, mantra, or prayer that you have that you are thinking while you're going through in each loop. And so you can go back through and like count them or touch them to start thinking about them. And again, it hasn't been that long, And look how many we already have. So feel free to make your garlands as long or as short as you want them to be. Put them wherever you want. So when I'm done, maybe I'll hang mine on my little tree here. We'll see if it stays. And there you go. So that's how to make a paper garland. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you all have a wonderful end of your semester and hopefully a great break as well. Bye.